What's up YouTube, JamieTheKid00 here, coming at you guys with my first actual tournament report in ages. Today I went to a Wargames Workshop tournament in Northampton, an event that I haven't been to in quite some time, and then I ended up taking Sylvans. I couldn't really decide what to play, so I had Sylvans still somewhat built in my deck box, so I made a few emergency changes to make it more of an Xyz-centric build compared to the very Synchro-centric version that I'd been playing before. And I ended up taking 4th place in top cut. I went 4-0 in Swiss. It wasn't a huge locals, but I played against a fair few meta-based decks. In fact, I'm fairly sure everything I played against was somewhat meta. And I ended up going 4-0 in Swiss, and then winning my top 8 match and losing in the top 4 match, which was all right. I was not disappointed by the way the deck performed. I was very happy with how it worked out, and I would definitely play this list or a very similar concept again. As per usual with my tournament reports, the pairings will be in the description. The deck list usually isn't. If I have time, I'll type it, but please don't hold out. I usually don't put the deck lists in the description in tournament reports. So if you want to know the list, please pay attention to the video. So we're going to start off with the main deck, starting off with the monsters with 2 Sylvan Hermitry. I went back up to 2 from 1. I feel that 2 is more important in the Xyz-oriented build, and I was not wrong. This card was really, really strong throughout the event. Probably the MVP big guy of the day, however, was the triple Sylvan Sageakoya I played. Sageakoya in tandem with Princess Sprout and another Sylvan is absolutely incredible. If you have a way to get your Princess Sprout to the top of your deck, which I did with the newly added Mount Sylvania, and then you can put this guy on board. This card along with the Princess Sprout is absolutely incredible for making really, really easy rank 7 plays. This deck and the mirror match that I did play in Swiss remind me a lot of Dragon Rulers in their past formats. So, triple Sageakoya. I went from 1 to 2 Flower Knight because at this event I was playing I forgot their names now, the Mount Sylvanias. I was still, of course, playing the charities, and I just felt that having a little bit more consistency in the deck, the ability to place more cards on top of the deck was going to be very strong, so I chose to play the 2 Flower Knight. I then bumped another card that I increased from 1 to 2 was Sylvan Martial Leaf. I felt that I didn't have very much monster removal in situations in which I could not make a rank 7 play, so I ended up putting in an extra Martial Leaf, and it put in a lot of work. My main theory for playing this was more for things like the Evilswarm matchup and other lockout matchups where I was losing simply due to being locked out by certain monster types, so I upped the Martial Leaf count. I actually ended up winning my Evilswarm match without needing the Martial Leaves, but it was in there for a theory pick. Yet another card, I bumped a lot of my one-offs to 2. Another one-off that went to 2 was Princess Sprout. Princess Sprout was really, really good. I cut my copy plant for the second Princess Sprout because I was not going to be focusing so much on synchroing, and I felt the Xyz I felt that Princess Sprout was going to be better for the Xyz plays, especially in tandem with the added field spell. And I was not wrong. Double Princess Sprout was really, really strong. I absolutely love this card now. I thought it wasn't that great when I was playing 1, but now it's crazy. Now we move on to the Sylvans that I cut down. I actually took Sylvan Peacekeeper down to 2 from 3 because I felt that this list had less focus on Lone Fire Blossom and less focus on recycling your low-level tuners. So I'm playing the 2 Peacekeeper instead of 3. Similarly, I put Koma Shrumo down to 2 because I felt that I didn't need them as much, and that's pretty much all the information I can give you guys on that. And Lisa just came in the room, even though she knows I was recording, so sorry about the noise issue. Moving on to the non-Sylvan cards, I play double Lone Fire. You do still need the Lone Fire. I say you don't need to focus on it that much. It's still a very, very strong card, but it's definitely not as integral as it is in the other list. Soul Charge Lone Fire isn't a thing anymore. You can't do the Soul Charge Lone Fire play because you devote so much of your extra deck to Xyzs. You can't make big synchro plays. But conversely, you can make a somewhat Soul Charge Lone Fire Blossom to make Xyzs. Then otherwise, I played 1 Spore. The Spore was in here for some of the synchros which I was playing, and it also leads to some really nice Xyz plays which I will demonstrate shortly after going through the list. And I then played 1 Fallen Angel of Roses. That is all of the plant monsters, and then for the non-plants, I played triple Curry Bandit. Curry Bandit was just really, really good throughout. I didn't see it that often, but when I did, the amount of excavation is just unreal. One Debris Dragon, because you can make Black Rose, and Black Rose is a 7, so that's pretty nice. And I then played one Tempest and one Blaster. The reason why the Debris actually went in here was so that I could banish the Tempest with the Blaster and not have to worry about banishing the Tempest for absolutely nothing, because it then gave me the Debris Dragon. So this is the complete monster lineup. For the spells are fairly simple. They are Foolish Burial, because, hey, putting stuff in grave, you still need to in this list. Double Soul Charge, I felt the 3 was far too many when we're not playing big blowout synchro plays. You just need the 1 occasionally to make like a big Aurea play, otherwise it's not that strong. And another reason why I didn't like Triple Soul Charge was the fact that I was already playing Triple Miracle Fertilizer, which is, in my opinion, almost a better card in this list if you're playing a slow game. Miracle is so strong, so absolutely love this. And then for the Sylvan spells, I played triple Sylvania. People kept on telling me to play Sylvania, and I do not regret doing so. This was really, really good today. I absolutely loved it. I added so much consistency. And then the only other spell I'm playing is triple Sylvan Charity, because why wouldn't you? Sylvan Charity is dumb. Really, really dumb. Then for the traps, all I played was triple Wabaku, which caught everyone I played off guard. Wabaku in this list was my cop-out for playing real traps, because I wanted to actually play more cards that did things. I didn't really have room for actual traps, so I felt that instead of trying to main deck like a Warning, a Torrential, and a Bottomless to try and stop the OTK pushes or the big pushes, I'd rather just have the Wabaku so I don't lose, and then be able to go things like Aurea in my turn and spin all of their board establishment back. So I felt that Wabaku was going to be important for just not losing, so that I had the opportunity to soul charge or make other big plays to bring stuff back. So that brings me to the end of the main deck. It was 40 cards exactly, as far as I'm aware, and we're going to move on to the extra deck, which should be 15. I'm sorry about the cock up in the zombie video. I don't understand how I ended up with 17 sleeves. But yeah, let's go through the list. So I played double Aurea. This was the synchrocentric. This was the Xyz-centric list. Sorry. So of course double Aurea was going to be very, very necessary. There were a lot of games in which I made 2 of this, so I'm very glad to say I played. I'm glad to have played 2. There were some situations in which I honestly needed a third, but if you two is okay. 2 is fine. 1 Draco, because of the generic 7. 1 Big Eye, this came out a lot. 1 Master of Blades, this actually came out twice, and it was pretty strong in just making certain pushes. Just being immune to certain cards was really, really good. And then I played 2 8s in the form of Felgrand and Hieratic Sundragon Overlord of Heliopolis. Both of these came out. Both of them were really strong. I put this card in last second when I was leaving the house this morning for the tournament. I got the deck night before, and I'm really glad I put this in because it ended up winning games. I made it 2 to 3 times, I can't honestly remember, but it was a game-winning card. And then the last 2 Xyzs I played were 1 Phantom Fortress Enter Blathnir. This was something that I net decked off of a deck profile that I saw online. It was a pretty cool concept, and I wanted to play it for fun. And I actually made this card twice, and you'll see how I made it in a moment. And I'll actually tell you the combo because I learned it off the video, and it's pretty cool. Something to watch out for. So Enter Blathnir, and I did play 1 Exciton Knight, which came out twice. This is mainly in here for Flower Knight and Spore, or Debris Dragon and Flower Knight, Debris Dragon and Spore. Just this card clears out a lot of things. And then for the synchros, 1 Rose Dragon. I opted not to play the Orient Dragon, even though I could make it. I just didn't want to spend the room on it. 1 Stardust, 1 Scrap, 1 Gigantic Castle, which is essential for the Enter Blathnir play, which I'll show you in a moment. 1 Leo, and 1 Star Eater, and then just tokens for Draco Sack and whatnot. So yeah, I'm really actually happy with how this deck performed. I'll quickly show you that Enter Blathnir play because some people won't know how it's done, and you need these 2 because of course you're making Enter Blathnir, and you need to have on your board, all you need on board is a way to put Big Tree, as I call him, Hermitry, and Spore on board. All you need is a way to put these 2 on board. So say like Hermitry, say Spore is in grave, Hermitry excavates a Peacekeeper, and Peacekeeper brings back your Spore. This is how I almost always did it. I then synchro these 2 into the Gigantic Castle, so cool. You have a 3-1. Yes, a 3-1 Gigantic Castle. Great for you. But what you're actually now going to do is you're going to banish the Hermitry from the graveyard to special summon the Spore at level 9, and you're then going to overlay the 2 for Enter Blathnir. And Enter Blathnir is actually a really, really strong card that I've really been enjoying using. I made it twice, which was pretty damn cool. But that was everything I wanted to actually highlight about this deck. I've been thoroughly enjoying playing it. It's something that's taken a bit of a backseat recently while I've been profiling a few other things. But I'm glad to say I was able to play it again for this Locals. If you have any comments or anything you'd like to say about the list, any improvements, anything like that, just please feel free to put them in the comment section down below. And I actually have another Locals tomorrow, so I'm going to be bringing you a report from that as soon as I'm able to. Otherwise, thank you guys so very much for watching, and I will see you guys soon with some more post-Primal Origin deck profiles. Peace out. Bye-bye.